welcome, everybody.
Not Aaron Weber.
No. I know. There was a lot of first date energy.
Who are you?
Coming back.
You don't know who she is by now?
You said you're not Aaron Weber. I want to know what she has to say.
I don't know.
She thinks she's Brian dressing as Nate.
Okay.
With a little bit of Dusty.
But please tell us, who are you, Brandi?
I'm proud to be a coal miner's daughter.
Wow, that was very loud.
Well, I appreciate the commitment.
Thanks.
Do you want to tell people who that is, though, in case they don't know?
Nope. That's what Google's for.
All right. There's your Folkland homework. We're already off to a good start. We're making you guys work. Well, this week was Kentucky. And obviously, the biggest thing was Nate wasn't there, which we'll talk about. But before we get into all that, Brandi, would you like to hit us with a rundown?
I would love to. Hello, world. On episode 134 of Nateland, Kentucky, Nate was MIA. And you know what they say, when the Nate's away, the boys will play. Aaron was looking so bright post-Harry Potter trip, he had to wear shades. Dusty can sell you a soft shirt to wear to his sister's wedding, but he won't be there. And Big for his britches Bates has never looked less worried than he did in the driver's seat of Nateland. But I'll bet he showed a little bit of concern on the highway the other day. So grab your Jiff and your KFC. We're about to take a walk through the bluegrass, then gallop right past the fancy white fences of this northern southern state. Your toll bill is already in the mail.
It's good. One time I didn't pay a toll for a long time. It's a great story.
And that's why she's wearing the shades, because she doesn't want to be found out.
Yeah.
Don't
facial recognition technology picking you up.
I ain't no snitch.
On the internet.
Stone cold. Can't see me. All right. Well, we do a ETP, not ETIP review.
Not either.
On insects. Quality stereo auto. Bzzz. Host intros for some reason, like we don't do that every time. Where was Jen? Bandon Bran. A noise rundown, despite the singing. Has it really been...
Oh no, I sang again tonight. Sorry about your ears there, ETP.
Do I ask this question every week? Was this really last week's episode? Insects?
Yeah. But
yeah.
Why does it feel like it's not? Okay.
I know.
ETP at 7:03. Aside from being interrupted by JW's butler, it's Ronald. He's talking again. Congrats, appreciated. Seeing Nate live finally, and laundry pile acknowledgement. Parentheses lazy. Just don't know why I said parentheses, but have to disapprove of this E-tip nonsense. Noted. Rings and birds. Brandi's aunt made her pay for t-shirts. Short Circuit Johnny 5 disapproves of Fisher Stevens and his racially insensitive role. Huh? Bad words, more singing, a charming Bargatze, and Ronnie's boys on Jen's baseball date. Good time. Phoebe Bargatze, the bad boy, gets saved. Ants, losers, and pennies. Puerto Ricans. My own DNA test showed a little Puerto Rican. Jacy and I are probably related. Good thing you guys never got married. That would have been awkward. Knee bites with Nana. Birth house. For the 7th time. Mama parasites. Brandi's cockroach siblings.
I don't even know what that means.
I think it's like in here, but I can't.
I just didn't talk about cockroaches at all, so I don't know what.
No, because it was when I had like a dead cockroach, and you talked about when you were a kid and something about. You got to go find it.
Ticks. We
Butterflies.
talked about ticks.
I talked about the cockroach.
Yeah.
That's kids, yeah.
ETP. Either
I
correction.
mean,
It was
I'd like a
Jacy's
retraction printed, please.
Jacy's cockroach siblings.
Please, I want to be credited for that.
Butterflies cure addiction.
She needs to add it to her Wikipedia page.
Words of weekend sweeping, my people. Feet. Brandi watchers, you're doing great. Hello, world, coming very soon.
That's so sweet.
And meow.
Thank you, Eric.
Boom.
All the jokes that we forgot about. Thanks, ETP, as always.
Yeah, thank you.
It was nice.
We had quite a bit of comments on the YouTube page, and I appreciate all of you. We don't have time for all of them, but we appreciate you, Rusty and Jody. Rusty said, I laughed so hard at the very last segment where the three of you did your best impressions of a cat with a speech impediment. Even our cats were laughing.
Aww.
You think you sound like a witch?
Sorry, Aaron went to Harry Potter Land, and
Dusty, forgive us.
Oh, you know what I was thinking? You know what I was thinking? I thought that the last episode was. I thought the review was on. Do I look drunk? I feel like I look drunk. I thought the review was on your episode with Jesse, and I was like, but I feel like I've been on one since then. And then I was like,
he said
reading
the phrase. Jen, he spoke about you being gone because we brought up where you were when you were gone, so that makes it sound like it goes. Yeah,
but I was reading my own name and things that happened, and I still was confused. So maybe I am drunk. No,
well, we want to welcome back Jody to the comments, to Folkland.
Thanks, Jody.
She put every single comment, all her thoughts in different comments, and I appreciate that. Very nice of you. We are very grateful that you are here with us. And yes, I read every single one and really appreciate it.
I can't believe Jody noticed my picture, my pepperoni pizza. So really, there's an artist that gave it to me because I used to schedule all of our artists. We have this wall that's at my old work that's dedicated to like showcasing artists, and I liked it and I secretly wanted it because it's actually like a photo backdrop. So the pizza is wings and it says the word loved over the top. And it makes me think of youth ministry because it's weird and pizza is always involved.
Yeah,
and
that's fun.
It is.
True.
That's why I have that.
That's fun. I like it.
We are going to hit it up with a folk feature next, everybody.
Let's hit it up.
Yeah, the folk feature this week is about Kentucky. It's connected to what the guys talked about. Colonel Sanders had been named an honorary colonel in Kentucky. Well, guess what? So has our very own Nate Bargatze and his awesome dad, Stephen Bargatze. I guess it's a thing they do there in London. You can become a knight, and in Kentucky, you can become a colonel. So, Folk, Jody Whitaker, took the time to let us know, and she has this awesome photograph of her presenting Nate with a plaque where he has been made a colonel. She nominated him and surprised him with this certification in Louisville. Thank you very much, Jody.
That's pretty cool.
I think that's cool.
Yeah, I'm glad
Is that a new goal now? Like, do we all need to be colonels now?
No,
I think so.
I think you can do cooler things. One time I bought a square foot of land in Scotland for someone I was dating, and that made them a layered, like they had a title because of it.
Mm-hmm.
So
cool.
You could do something.
I will be driving through Louisville myself this upcoming week.
You could get a square foot on the moon.
Oh, yeah, I've heard that.
You'd be a Martian. Wait, that's for Mars, right?
Name a star after someone, right?
Yeah, that sounds like rigged. I think Dusty would be on my side on this one.
What do you mean?
Name a star after someone. It just seems like a good way to burn your money.
What?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
How are they supposed to know what your star
They
is?
don't own those stars. I can look at that one right out my window right
What
now.
if that star already has 10 names attached to it?
Aw, thanks, Brandi.
Yeah.
I got a star. I'm gonna name it Brandy's Star for Jen.
Aw, Brandy's star for Jen. You can call it Sturgeon for short.
Way cooler than E-Tip.
Well, where was Nate? Not on Nateland, that's for sure.
Yeah, that was interesting, wasn't it?
He's playing. Jeez, all these.
I never thought the day would come when he wouldn't be there.
Yeah, it was really.
You know what? It doesn't surprise me that he would call out of work to go golfing, though.
Yeah, I'm just surprised it hadn't happened sooner. No, but I kind of felt like it would never happen because, I mean, come on, he's like the guy. And I'm not saying he's a little bit of a control freak, but he does stop the episode various times because it's not going how he would like it to.
He's a visionary.
I said breakfast has never looked less worried than he did on this episode. He was back there just chilling.
I love that. He looked so happy. He had a sparkle in his eye. And then it kind of went away because Dusty was in Nate's seat.
Yeah, that was funny. I liked how Brian said Laura wouldn't let him sit there. Like the bullying has to continue from his wife.
Nate left some rules before he left, and that was on the list. Don't let Brian touch my chair.
Somebody in the comments, I think on YouTube, said something about Laura had these 3 guys show up to the house and she just makes sure that they didn't break anything.
So they talked a little bit about what they had done this past week, and it was all very funny.
Yeah.
Dusty and selling his own merchandise is funny already.
I was going to say,
that's already
the funniest.
It's just in a bag, and he's just like, I'll find it.
I don't even remember that, and I don't know how, but the funniest thing from that little section is when Brian asked how his dad and his daughter was, and he was like, what? What are you doing?
I didn't remember saying it.
I don't know.
Huh? And I
don't get this reference.
The pause was so long. It was such a long pause. They were like,
I have to admit, the way Aaron cracked up was so funny.
Yeah. Every folk watching knew exactly what Brian meant, but Dusty
I think
did,
so.
He made such a big deal out of it.
And then he made Brian explain it.
He said, I love how Brian
like
explained it. Well, you remember your dad, your dad doesn't get along with your daughter, and you called your wife a hoe.
Yes. Yeah.
He's like, oh,
and they were talking about it on the Facebook group. It was amusing to the folks, and one lady had made the comment, and I commented to her. I said, we just quoted Dusty on our Instagram on Folkland, and I wonder if he saw it and thought, I didn't say that. I made that up. I don't trust those folk ladies anymore.
I think he says a lot of things.
We got it on tape.
He probably doesn't remember what he says.
I'll have to ask him Saturday.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah.
I'll be like, hey, how's that whole wife being a hoe thing going for you?
Like, what? I wouldn't ask him that.
Well.
Okay. Dusty's sister getting engaged at his house and not inviting him to the wedding.
The funniest stories. Oh my god.
I think they could have just talked about that the whole episode, and I would have been fine. Because he says 2 weddings and 0 invites.
I'm just picturing how that whole thing took place. I imagine they had.
He said on the air mattress.
Yeah, I imagine they had no blankets, no sheet on it. They're just, their shoes are still on.
Hey, you want to get married?
She's like, what? Oh my god.
It's the most romantic thing ever. I know. My gosh. Anyway, that Hulk Hogan clock.
What?
I was like,
there was a Hulk Hogan clock.
Hogan clock, and Dusty, I think, was done with it, and Brian was like, no, put it back up here. And he wanted like, yeah.
They said it was like Home Shopping Network.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, sell me something.
Oh yeah, that's when Aaron was talking about like you have to somebody audition for that, some famous actor, some guy, and like
it was
sell a pencil.
30 jobs.
Micro. You have to like so Brandi, sell us that jar of Jiff up there.
Good job, Jiff.
I this is intimidating because we all know Greg Warren.
Wow.
If nobody's gonna ever sell any better,
I wouldn't start your pitch with that.
Oh, she put a spoon in there?
I can't tell if you've got the
I will
job
buy 1,000
or if I
cases.
want to say get out. Now the people
She's
who
just
eating are going to be so upset, Brandi.
She's just copying literally every single food commercial that's cringe.
No, you know what's really cringe? The Pantene commercials. Is it Pantene or Herbal Essence? Ugh. I hated those commercials.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about
Yes, the real thing. Kentucky Proud.
So good it'll smash your window.
I've heard of I know somebody who was driving in their window, just a couple people just exploded.
Wow, really?
That's insane.
Mm-hmm.
Are they, just out of curiosity, like a social experiment, are they anything like Brian?
Not
because
at all.
It seems like the most breakfast thing that could ever happen
So
to him.
completely opposite. I wouldn't trust either one of them very far. Just one a lot more than the other. One of them just kind of like he like lives in his car, like worse than I've ever seen. I mean, he doesn't actually live in his car. That's the problem. And it like looks like
I see what you're saying. Yeah. I see what you're saying.
But yeah, completely different from Brian. Both of them.
Yeah. I thought it was so funny that he had a blanket stash in his trunk. I don't know any guy, no offense, breakfast,
what? I have an
that
emergency
he's so
blanket.
prepared. Yeah, I'm just saying we do. Usually it's like a we need a blanket in the car.
I'm gonna fight you on that because I think if you're a responsible human being who cares about the safety of you and your loved ones, you'd have an emergency kit in your car, which would have a blanket in it.
He's a family man now, Jacy.
Yeah.
I feel like his would be like a fleece blanket, though.
I was thinking it was probably
like a little
little teddy bears on it because it's probably his baby girls flapping.
Why do we have his baby girls blanket in the truck?
I thought he would have like waffles on it or something.
Yeah.
I thought it would have. I didn't think that at all. I couldn't come up like an old man on it,
right?
You know, because he's old.
But it is pretty funny to imagine him driving down the road with the trash. I mean, the fact that he was at a country club and they were taping a trash bag to his car, I think is pretty funny.
Wait, what?
Hey, I'm gonna help you out.
Oh, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought you were saying they were taping a bag of trash to his car. I was like, was he going to go to outer space and just drop it off?
Yeah, they heard that he had an in with the space elevator.
Yeah.
They said, here's your payment.
Yeah. Tower of Babel to space, please.
That was funny, yeah.
Okay, so Aaron's wall was bleeding water this week until the plumber came, and then there was no sign.
Somebody commented on the page, and they were like, it's probably condensation. I've had that problem before, and that just made me laugh more because he's got a
big hole in his wall now.
Like, didn't even Google why would water be coming out of my wall? Like, just curious.
I don't know.
I'm sure he did.
He doesn't do well Googling on the episode, so I don't know if he Googles in real life.
Did he think it was it might have something to do with all those horror movies he watches?
Ooh.
Well, he did say it was bleeding.
Maybe.
I mean, he described it as bleeding.
Maybe he should have had Dusty come over and pray.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how much his saging is going to do, but that was pretty funny when Dusty connected his wizardly world visit to the strange occurrences between the bleeding wall as well as the microwave / computer wiring issues.
I was so disappointed when he was like, sorry, buddy, I think the timing doesn't line up.
Yeah.
I was like, dang it.
Yeah. I
You
know.
should brought,
Pretty good
you
stuff.
sure you didn't bring anything back with you? You know?
Yeah, just a little patina. Just a little patina on my gun.
Patina?
That's
What's
all
patina?
I brought. Oxidation.
Do you
Listen,
mean,
Like on the Statue of
do you
Liberty.
mean that music scene in Star Wars? The little band?
The Mos Eisley?
Patina.
Oh,
Oh,
and
Tina.
Tantina.
Oh, yeah.
But they
so close. You're so
the
close.
Statue of Liberty, that beautiful green color, it's copper. So the green color is from a patina of oxidation of copper.
Would you look at that?
Yep, that's all I got for
I
you on
hated
that.
that.
All I will say, no, I just want to say one thing. I think that he didn't have to mention that Lucy was showering when the water. I was like, you were. Listen, you're what? I was just saying.
Detail to why the wall might be bleeding water.
I would just say, like, the shower was on.
But then people would be like, why was the shower on and you were standing out there? So it's just easier
I don't know.
to say it.
Maybe, but I know as a wife, I'd be like,
well,
hey, are you trying to say I'm
both,
taking long
Lucy
showers?
I don't know if you ever thought that, but she showers, folks.
People don't need, it doesn't need to be a visual in this story.
How about this?
That's what I'm saying.
No, that's not what I meant.
Oh, gosh. When I moved into this new apartment,
let's respect the woman.
I ran a bath for the first time. The water was brown. Should I not have said that? But you know what I did to fix it? I put a bath bomb in it that was charcoal, and it turned the water black. So I was like, look.
That's what they call putting a Band-Aid over your problem.
Follow us again for more tips next week.
Black bath.
Yeah,
this is the way to go.
Yeah.
Wait, what did they
also,
say?
all that, the bottle of ski. A bottle of ski. You guys ever heard of ski?
No, but did you hear them say when they were talking about happy birthday? Did you hear this towards the end of the episode? I was cracking up. We sing happy birthday that way at work every time we sing it. Happy birthday. That's actually Stevie Wonder, isn't it?
I think it. I mean, you might be right.
Yeah,
that sounds familiar,
but he's not from Kentucky, so.
Oh, excuse me, Stevie.
Yeah, I know. Dusty hosts trivia at the burrito place. Okay. First of all, just picturing him hosting anything, especially trivia, is hilarious. But at a burrito place, I don't picture him doing anything at a burrito place except for eating burritos. So I think
I picture him being a sign spinner.
Yeah,
like the best one that does it just for like a day.
Some skills with that. I can see it.
You know.
Yeah.
I can see where it would be really good practice before you go into your stand-up career, though. Getting your chops busted a little, and people don't care, and
signed up for next week to host burrito trivia night.
Yeah.
The Mount Rushmore of sport movies.
Go ahead, take it away.
No, I just, it's too overwhelming for me.
I don't want to have to listen to this crap another time on Nateland about Moneyball, okay?
I want to say that on my Mount Rushmore, the movie Field of Dreams belongs on it, and I'll leave it at that. There you go.
Well, what's your Mount Rushmore of movies? Just not sports related, but movies.
Oh, we can't have that conversation.
Why not?
Oh boy,
because there are so many.
You can just pick
and
like
then
one.
you have to break it.
I would say
genre. I mean, there is not enough room on the side of that mountain.
The Goonies, Miss Congeniality. I'm sorry, I love it.
Classic.
I'm sorry. What's the other ones? Shoot. Oh gosh, now I can't think of any.
To Kill a Mockingbird.
You can have that one.
Yeah.
Let's see. You know what was my favorite movie? Almost Famous. But it was a not super appropriate movie for my age. But you know,
That's like all
I
of.
don't know if I've seen it.
Well, I mean, you're an adult now, so you probably could see it, but
I know.
it's like
We'll have to come
Nate's
back to
special,
this.
13 plus.
Yeah.
What about this Mythbusters and Snopes thing?
I don't even remember that.
We can skip it.
Wonderful.
Yeah, just hit a mirror with a laser.
Oh, yeah,
Next.
I remember that part. I loved that little home movie of Dusty and Gene.
Oh my
yes,
gosh.
How sweet.
I
Now-
love that he had it and that they showed
Yeah.
it. Because
I
talking
did
about it would have
too.
been funny, but
I'm no athlete, Mr. Hackman.
just he's like,
Way to go, Aaron. You
I
finally
just think
nailed
that
it.
this is like a
It was good.
You didn't blow it, buddy. Just like Dusty not caring who he is, he's just gonna just be honest. Gave us a little insight of future Dusty. Future.
How's that an inside of future Dusty?
He was bold enough to stand out and be
Just
like,
Bold enough
thought
to
you
say,
meant,
like, being honest.
Future from now.
nope, future from that day.
I was
That
like,
day. Yeah.
Now,
good.
Old Dusty.
Gene Hackman, they were talking about that movie Hoosiers, and I know as a Hoosier myself, I should probably have it memorized forward and backward, but I don't. I haven't seen it. I remember how huge the movie was when it came out around here, but huge.
Huge
But,
movie. Great success.
I haven't seen it in so long. I need to probably watch it again at this point in my life. You know, you're in different life phases. I probably should watch that again, but I looked today and did not see it for free anywhere. So I will have to wait until it is streaming for free somewhere.
Yeah, what is up with these older movies and them paying? Like, you have to pay to, like, rent these older movies.
It'll
I mean,
show up.
just give it
I
to
have
us for
put it
free.
to stream not long ago. It'll be back.
Maybe
and I'll
You're
watch
not
it.
going to make
get
a lot of money off
less
these.
views. Because, like, new stuff.
I
gets
don't
more
know.
Yes.
Certain movies that
It's
rank
worth-
in certain places, I think, cost more for them to stream and
Yes.
rights and all that. Like, yeah. But the scoreboard, I think, in one of those scenes is local in a local high school, or at least it was. We've got some of that history around here, so it's kind
I
of
like when they brought
Okay.
humans versus ants up again.
because we didn't talk about it the week before, you know, to clear it up.
We didn't?
They didn't.
What?
They just barely scratched the surface
Oh my
of the topic.
gosh, you're
last
just
week.
being sarcastic. Like, I was like, you know how confused I was earlier about which episode we're on and which one the review was of. So I was like, they just talked about it last week. Anyway,
Yeah, this is a comedy podcast, just to let you know.
The
I'm
fire
sorry.
ant bridge was a little
I'm
unsettling.
sorry that your jokes are a little sophisticated and highbrow for my trailer park upbringing.
Are you talking about me, the coal miner's daughter?
No, I was actually talking about Brandi, my friend. Is she there?
Can I talk to Brandi? Can I talk to Brandi? I need to talk to Brandi. Oh, I'm back.
Oh, I'm about to start praying. Okay.
What's going on over there?
Guys, I just got here.
Baby.
What
Is that
happened?
you? Stop trying to distract me from the ants. They made a really great couple arguments I think are worth mentioning. Like,
All right.
Dusty has so
Let
much
us know.
experience killing ants. I think it'd be really easy for him to just take them out. And then also, like, there's too many hypotheticals in the whole argument. Like, you got
Yeah.
people saying, well, now the ants are as smart as people. But if they are, then they have like feelings and conscience. They mentioned that, and emotions. And so, like,
Yeah.
would they want to destroy humans? I don't know. Maybe they think we're neat. Maybe they like us.
Yeah. I don't know. Aaron brought up a good point. I think it was Aaron. Talked about the human ego.
Yeah, he would talk about that.
That would play.
Somebody just commented on the Facebook group. I was kind of scanning. It was very funny talking about they live in like Nicaragua and experience lots of ants on every day. Did you guys happen to
I
see
did.
that? He
Yeah.
said he lives in the jungle with lots of ants, and he says, "I'm having lots of thoughts about these ants. I'm even finding myself watching them for long periods of time. Sometimes I get to talking to them." Thanks, Nateland. This is what we're doing to the folks.
What was his name? What's that guy's name?
Timothy
Praying for you.
James Everett.
Praying for you, Timothy.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
Speaking of video, what about that golf video?
oh
Brian.
my gosh, I laughed
With his little
so
foot pop.
much.
Wait, what movie is it with the foot pop? He gives a kiss and the foot pop. What movie is it? It's a Princess Diaries?
Yes!
Is that it?
Can you please back up? What was your reference?
Brian's foot pop when
Okay,
he swung.
Brian's little foot pop. When he swings, he puts his little foot
His
out.
little foot.
Well, sorry.
I don't see
Right.
the connection between that
Listen.
and
It's
the Princess
I'm just-
Bride.
Princess Diary.
The Princess Diaries. When
Oh,
She's
okay.
like,
they
you gotta
say,
pop
like, if
your
it's
foot,
meant to be,
you know.
Yeah.
you have to pop your
Okay.
foot. So he's just
okay.
saying that, like,
I'm-
he knows
I'm
that
caught up.
his foot has to do it, but he doesn't do it when he's supposed to, so
I
he
know.
does it after. Anyways, nice foot pop.
I didn't remember that from the Princess Bride, though, so I was lost. You said Princess Diary.
You don't
Yeah,
remember the foot pop
yeah.
in Princess Bride?
Andre the
That's
Giant's
my
Bigfoot.
Mount Rushmore movie.
Yeah, it's a good one.
That's the best movie.
That is a good one.
It's so good.
That is a good one. Yeah.
So good.
I just need more than 4 up there on that mountain. That's my only
So
problem. With
let's talk about this, folks.
All right, let's do it.
Josiah Allo said he was very
Hello.
skeptical about this episode without Nate.
Hello.
This was actually one of the best episodes in the pod's career. Hearing more from the boys was unbelievably good. But I disagree. I wouldn't put it as a best.
It was very good.
Good, yes. Now, when they actually started talking about real things, I just couldn't be less interested.
All that
And I
peanut
think
butter.
that's where Nick comes in. Because they were actually in the topics. They were invested. He doesn't care, like me. So then he just brings something random up, and then I'm like, oh yeah, that. I'm going to that place. I'm listening to that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Simple folk.
But I feel like Dusty was on it with his stories. He was he shared like everything they talk about. He has either a story or a fact about it. So they talk about Kentucky, and Dusty goes, Harlan County is one of the most dangerous places in the county. And Brian goes, for what reason? And Dusty goes, murder. That made me laugh so hard. He just goes, murder. And so I was talking to my husband about this because I was like, yeah, duh. Why would Brian say for what reason? But my husband's point was like, he was trying to do a gotcha. Like, for what reason?
Yeah,
and I was
all
like,
the murders.
Yeah. And then Dusty talking about just how Kentucky reminds him of 1,000-Pound Life on TLC, even though he doesn't think they're from Kentucky. We don't have to talk about that, but and that he likes tanning beds.
Yeah, that was really funny. I mean, you just throw all the things you know about Dusty out the window. Oh, you like to go tanning? Okay.
Yeah.
Don't like microwaves though, but he likes the sun.
Shorts in the tanning bed. I bet. And a tank top, like a man tank top with a shirt with the sleeves cut off and a trucker hat.
With Hulk Hogan on it. With Hulk Hogan on it.
Dale from King of the Hill.
Anyway, but yeah, even my good friend Adam Polston commented and said it was one of the best of episodes. I've read a lot of comments about that. But I did agree with him. He said, this is in no way saying without Nate it's better, but I wish they were this open and candid every episode. There was a lot more room for people to talk. And even Aaron said at the end, I didn't have the fear of being rebuked, basically. Like, I didn't have the fear of everything I said being made fun of, so it was easier to open up.
Oh.
I told you. Remember
Tell me what?
Easy like Sunday morning.
Oh yeah, with his
Gosh, you
sunglasses.
look like an 80s
I'm
news
talking
anchor.
about Brian over
Brandi.
there.
Oh, Brian.
Looking
Yeah.
not
Brandi, do
worried.
that pose
Yeah.
again. And now the evening news. ABC.
Wait a minute. Time out. Why would I be in that pose for the news?
We're talking about Kentucky. This is the local Kentucky news. Go ahead.
That's before you came on. That was the intro, and you're stretching.
Okay.
You're getting ready.
Yeah.
Sit on a potato pan, Otis.
Oh no, I wound her up. Oh gosh.
And you let her go. Good job, Jen.
Yeah. So back to.
Okay.
I had a thought and I forgot what it was.
I have a couple of thoughts.
Oh wait,
One of them is-
here's the thing. They
Is
have
that
to.
Louisville
Sorry,
Slugger?
a lot of the time.
You know it. If you had to phone a friend right now and ask that friend if they could, if like for to win prize on a show or something, I need you to show me a picture of a Louisville Slugger. You'd call me, right? Because you knew I'm the one who has it.
I knew you would have
Well,
one.
like,
Thank you.
now I
did.
do.
I'm not
Before,
surprised.
though.
You didn't think I'd have a Louisville Slugger?
No, I did not.
I think
never
yeah.
once did that thought.
When
cross
I
my
saw
mind.
that, I said, you know what? Brandy's gonna handle that.
The
when
only
that
thing
comes
I
up.
ever think about
Yeah.
a Louisville Slugger is when Carrie Underwood takes one to both headlights and then she slashes a hole in all
I
four
was gonna
tires.
say that. Sorry, I had to
Do
sneeze.
you see this picture of the museum? This is like a little, but do you see that giant? It's the world's largest baseball bat
Yeah.
in real life.
Okay.
What is
And
with Aaron?
you can stand right here and get a picture with it. You would be a little tiny, like I'll bring it baback to an ant.
Well, thanks
There
for
you go.
bringing your baseball bat, unlike Aaron bringing his baseball glove.
I bet you, if we looked back through the archives of Folkland here, that we would find that I've probably used this in at least one other
Nope,
episode.
never. You never used that.
She dressed up
But if you
as
didn't bring the
A League of
baseball
Their
bat,
Own?
League of Their Own.
I bet I have
okay, well,
that.
let's see.
Ooh, folks.
Put your money where your
Tell us in the
mouth
comments.
is.
I bet I have it.
How funny was it that Aaron kept saying, if you're out there and you work at a museum, we're going to be in town.
Yeah.
And I don't think any of the guys were like excited for
$50
it.
you didn't use that bat in the episode where you dressed
look
up
at that.
like a baseball player.
Eric T.
Money
Peterson.
bags.
I'm
Wife.
sure you know the
I
answer.
see where that one came from because I found it when I was
Oh
moving.
my
I just
God.
found it in an envelope in a bag.
Well, you don't have to be a top-rate magician to keep using the same 50, though, and pretending like you're pulling out another. Gosh, she made it multiply.
Wow!
You
Look
know,
at all
there
this.
is. Oh my gosh!
It's just raining.
She has more money than Papa John.
This is appropriate. There's a famous Kentuckian who is a master magician by the name of Stephen Bargatze. Have you heard
but
of
I
him?
wanted to talk about Papa John.
Okay, but I'm just saying you were doing your magic tricks.
Oh, yeah.
But like, what happened to him, and why do they not want him to have pizza anymore?
I don't remember that.
I think he got sassy, but I don't know. I'm sure there had to be more than
gosh,
sass.
if only there was some kind of.
They didn't
Thing
want
we could
him to own
consult.
that pizza. While you look that up, Jen, I'm going to
Packing with one
say
hand.
that KFC in Connecticut has
Hold on,
failed
they
us.
have
Sorry.
all the recent searches: Papa John's controversy 2017, 2019, 2020, 2022. We're about to go down. You talk while I get into this rabbit hole.
Oh my! Maybe you don't want to read it.
I just pulled up
Okay.
a timeline of all the bleep Papa John has done to sabotage his pizza company. There's a timeline.
Oh,
Goodness, sabotage
okay.
the company over time.
well,
I feel like that this is a good time to mention. Are you ready?
Oh Lord.
yes,
Mama scrubbed our clothes on a washboard every day.
What's happening?
please. She's really bringing it.
I know he said a really bad word that you shouldn't say.
Okay.
And he
That's all we
blamed
need
his
to
lack
know.
of pizza sales on the NFL.
You know what? That
he
one makes
stepped down.
sense.
I had a thought in my head that I'm glad didn't come out loud just
Oh,
now.
I'm proud of you. He stepped down in 2017, and then in 2018 used racial slurs during his remarks about Colonel Sanders while on the phone. So that's Kentucky related. Oh, the company starts by removing Shatner's face and likeness from its ads. The University of Louisville takes the company's name off its stadium and business schools.
Wow.
Themselves from pizza promotions.
Well, listen, I'm going to say if you own a KFC in Connecticut, you're going to need to step up your game. Because I don't know how the KFCs are, if you guys have those where you are.
I live in the
but
South.
The ones here have failed.
I live in the South.
We have failed. And they've almost all have closed down. And we have now seen Popeyes. I have one in my town. Mm-hmm. And I'm a little jealous because my husband's been there and I haven't
Popeyes.
Yet. But I will go there.
Louisiana fast.
It is good chicken. It's good. So, anyways, fun fact.
I forgot what I was going to say.
In the summertime, we didn't have shoes to wear.
How about that it's
but in the wintertime, we get a brand new pair.
Hey, Brandi. Actually, there's some technical issues. Could you mute for a second? There's something we need to test. The Nateland, what show are we on? The Folkland media production team has just asked me to ask you, are you going to let them down? They're very hard workers.
I know, there's like a dozen over here trying to tell me what to do.
Should we not say that?
Okay. Dusty, how about saying tough to have space aliens when there is no space?
I don't get it.
Oh.
But I did have a meeting with one of my staff members today, and she said something about the weather. So we're supposed to take the kids on a picnic tomorrow. Looks like it's not going to happen. It's pretty cold, and it was rainy today. She said, I guess we can blame that on the government. And I was like, what? I got excited. I was like, you're like Dusty. I told her, you gotta go.
That's what you think of the Truman Show.
Go look up Dusty Slay. You'll like it. It'll be a good time.
Definitely. That's definitely a Dusty response.
Well, I think we're not talking about the special, right? Because I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
And
nope. It was good.
Don't want to spoil it for any folks out there who would choose for some reason to watch Folkland before they watch the special.
Yeah, that's right. I gotta get in my Folkland first.
I think I could picture Rusty Green doing that, or Jody doing that. For sure.
Yeah.
The rest of these guys, I don't know.
Oh, yeah. I don't know, a little suspect.
Now, I will say again, it was good, and we will talk about it at some point. And yeah, but you know what might be fun if we talked about things that didn't happen.
Oh my gosh, do you mean
on the special,
like when Nate tripped and fell off stage?
Yeah, exactly. Or what about when his parents were super strict with his siblings, and he talked about how he had a free ride?
Yeah,
that's a little too specific, I think.
Or Joel Ward suggesting, sharing, wow, he really earned that PG-13 rating.
Yeah, PG-13.
It was rough. Yeah.
He kept saying those words.
And I mean, I was just surprised that, they would even allow Nick on stage with handcuffs and a teddy bear costume. It was really weird.
I'm still trying to figure out if that slap was faked. Nate should have worn that helmet.
Yeah. Patrick Lloyd brought up the fact that it was a little awkward when Nate spent 18 minutes doing recycled knock-knock jokes.
My favorite part
Yeah.
was when he did 30 minutes of reading comments about his previous special.
Yeah. That was pretty good. Which one of our folks came
That
up
was
with that?
same
That was
one.
good. They need to credit for that.
But John
Patrick
Edwards,
Lloyd.
he loved the Burr-Sanders cameo. Sad that there was a bear.
And
bear
Sanders.
attack.
Hannah Joy Edwards says, I can see why this wasn't picked up by Netflix. Hey, zing.
Okay, folks. Well,
that was good.
that's a solid 45. As you know, we're up to 45 minutes now with 3 of us headlining. So should be 3 hours.
I will say one more thing before we leave. Are you ready? I never ever thought of leaving, but you're holler.
Wait. Breakfast bites, real quick. Hold on. Brownie batter baits, Beagle, Bell's Nickel, Brick House, banana bread. And my favorite thing that he said was, if the tornado had come a day earlier, I wouldn't have had to do this show. And Dusty said, I think the show went so bad the tornado came.
The tornado wasn't the worst thing that happened to them.
Yeah. At least we don't have to listen to that guy.
My eyes started hurting.
All right, folks.
Goodbye, folks.
Thank you, folks, for joining us.
It's all that money in your eyes.
Comments.
Talk to us, please.
Leave us comments.
No friends.
Subscribe. Follow us on Instagram.
From Kentucky.
If you want more of this, follow us on Instagram, Folkland_podcast. Okay. Goodbye, folks.
Goodbye, folks.
Yeah.
Hey, yo. Turn up my headphones.
Yeah.
Word.
DJ, turn my
Bring
mic
it.
up. I like eating Jif peanut butter. And there's no butter that is better. It's peanut butter.
Smooth, not
baby.
crunchy.
Get your Jif. Come and hang with me.
Folkland ladies.
Creamy or crunchy. Sometimes it's creamy or crunchy.
Yeah. What do you know about Jif? It ain't jelly. It's not your mama's in the cupboard eating spaghetti. I don't know. Jif. Not GIF. It's Jif. Get it straight.
F.
Horses like it.
Yo.
Because they...
You can dip apple slices in it.
Don't expect to be on the mid-level shelf. If you think you're Jif, you better check yourself.
Yo. Come on. Raise that bar high.
Not
Raise
Skippy.
that bar high.
No Peter Pan.
We don't want none of that. Skippy is trash. Skippy is trash.
Right into your hands.
Throw Skippy in the trash.
It's creamy or crunchy.
I'm going to use that Jif to steal your man.
All right. Folk ladies out.
Word.